Hey, okay. Welcome, YouTube. Hello, we're live on YouTube now. Hi, YouTube. Hi. I always make sure that I'm live on Twitch, but I forgot to check YouTube today. I'll make sure I do that for the rest of this week, hopefully. Okay. With that, so first I am going to take a look at that. The null conditional operator. Ah, it does look like a C# thing. I'm sneezing. Okay. The null conditional operator is introduced in C#6. It will return null if the left-hand side expression is evaluated to null instead of throwing an exception. Ah, great. Thank you, Gaming Skull. That's actually really good to know. That's really helpful. Okay. Let us now, okay. I'm like 90% sure now. That what we're now just doing is we're taking what we like already know. Why does my just talking chat always disappear? Oh, I got it. 1 second. There we go. Okay, now chat should hang around like it does here. So we have theoretically Twitch chat working, but let us make sure we actually test that. So do that. Let's go back to our Unity game. And now, if we run this and have our snake run into the wall over and over and over again, if we type something in chat, testing, 1, 2, 3, fingers crossed. Come on. Why did it stop as soon as I clicked off? Why does it stop like that? Interesting. Let me try sending a message from my phone. I am slightly nervous though, because it didn't used to stop. Testing. 1, 2, 3. And I hit send. And it comes through, and it is not showing in our console. Uh-oh, okay. Let's take a look. Let's see which stage it's at. Because maybe I just like misspelled how private message should be. Let's try this now. Which should now show us everything, including Twitch being like, hi, welcome to the chat room. Good luck, have fun. Okay, it is doing that. Now if I test 2, send that. Okay, we get it. PRIVMSG. What's the difference between... Oh. Okay, I know what I was doing. Wait. Message, split point, string. Ah. We just want it to be MSG. And now if we do this, this should now work, hopefully better. Okay. Test 3. Hey, we can see now that we're just printing dead name dimmer, which is the username of my personal account, test 3. So let's remove this print line. And let's try this again, just testing each stage. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced the frustration that is, as soon as you remove the print, the code stops working. Hey, okay, it's working now. Great. So, with that, now we're invoking that. So, what we want to do is look at editing our snake itself. And there are really two things that we want to do. One, we want to be able to log all of the current users and all of the current, so all the current users who have voted and all of their votes. The tally, some tally of all of their votes. We want to do that, and then we also want to slow the snake down, because currently it's moving like multiple times a second. We want to like wait maybe like 5 seconds per move, so that people... Yeah, let's see what the latency actually looks like. What I'm going to do is I have the stream up on my phone, and I'm going to switch to my just talking screen, and we're going to be looking on my phone to see how long of a delay there is between when I click the button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. Okay. That was like 8 or 9 seconds of latency there. That's a lot of latency. Let's see if we can do something about that on the Twitch side, because that makes it almost impossible for you to be playing a game live. So we've me making totally intelligible goblin noises. Okay. So let me go to Twitch. 6 seconds for you. Okay. Good to know. That's at least slightly better, but still higher than I want it to be. Okay. Let's, in our settings, quality, advanced, we have low latency on. We're going to try this experiment again, but this time I'm going to switch to screen share. And this time I will have both the like stream manager up on my computer to see what that looks like, and also screen sharing, because maybe it's my phone. Wait, let me check to see if my phone's in low latency. Okay, it is low latency player. Okay.
Printed CAD look great.
Oh, thanks. That one in the background right there, it's from IKEA. Oh my goodness. Okay. On my computer with low latency, the latency is actually like less than 2 seconds. Like I can just see it right here. Let's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And we switch. Okay. So if you're on a computer in low latency mode, it looks like it's a couple seconds. On my phone, though, it's definitely a lot longer, and my phone is also in low latency. Now, my test is on the computer that I am streaming from. Swallowing my own spit by accident. Okay. So let's say like every 10 seconds we'll have the snake move. This might not actually end up being very fun because every 10 seconds is a long time to wait in between motions. But we'll start with that. Let's take a look at our snake here. Or was it in our project settings? We did do something with the time step before. But I don't think the time step is actually what we want, because that's how many times it checks for updates, and like including checking for Twitch chat theoretically. So what we want is in our snake code. Let's take a look at this again. We have the direction we're going, the list of transform, Okay. So I think we're looking at fixed update. This is what actually moves the snake. So if I comment that out, theoretically, the snake should not move. Great. Snake's not moving, but we also aren't like instantly dying. So now what we just want to do is just like we did with the ping and pong for before, we're going to create a private float that is going to be a countdown or vote timer. And that is going to start at 0. And then what we're going to do is vote timer plus equals time dot delta time. And then all of this is going to go inside an if vote timer is greater than 10, which I should have put in parentheses from the beginning. Then, ooh. Okay, no, this should work. And then we set vote timer equal to 0. Now I am going to decrease this from 10 down to 2 for testing, so you can see if it moves every 2 seconds, and then we'll bring it back up to 10 when we're testing it with the chat itself. But first I just want to check to see this should slow things down, but it should still be working. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, cat. This looks like Snake, and it keeps my movement inputs and then just slows things down. Oh, you gotta go. Bye. Thank you so much for coming. Happy hacking to you as well. Okay. So that is working. And then we're going to set this. Let's start with 5. No, that seems... So the problem is... Okay. We'll do 7. And then what we're going to do, our next stream today, which is 10 to noon Eastern time. So we're ending the stream in maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And then there's going to be an hour of another stream. And then we're going to be back where we're going to be adding the user interface, which will add a countdown timer so y'all can see how long you have. And then we'll also add a list of the names of people who've moved and what we see their movement as. So we want to display all of that so you can make sure like everything that you wanted to happen is happening from your perspective. But we now have that working. Now it is just the question of getting the commands. So here, let's now look back at the tutorial to see how he did that. This is a good instance of what Gamerskull introduced us to with Safari, where I'll just copy this.
Have you ever bought Reese's while eating?
Advertising makes the internet go round, but is still slightly annoying. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're looking for here. Okay. We've done this once before. How did it work before, but not now? Okay, fine. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. So, in our snake here, public, actually, wait. On, yeah, no, we need to, on chat message. Okay, we first need to, in Unity itself, add that to so it's we have on chat message. What did he do to connect this? Let's take a look here. Because I remember he did something in Unity.
Is when I pass two strings along. Let's call it on chat message. Then when we receive the private message, we say on chat message and then dot invoke, and then we pass chatter and message. So when you want to connect something to a chat message, you can just look at it in the editor, or you can do it through code as well. And then just add here, and I'm going to drag this fruit bender that I have.
Okay. So here, we're going to add the snake object. And now in our snake object, on I mean, I was hoping that would just work. Ha. There was more. No function. Snake. Wait, game object. What did he do?
On chat messaging it.
Function. Game object. Snake. What did he choose?
And
so he chose the script
fruit bender, I just
and on chat message. Okay. if I make a function that is on chat message, can I then select it here is the question. I can. Let's take a look at this now. Hopefully that should make it line up better. Okay, yeah, missing. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we just needed to create that. And now that should be working. And with that, we want to now, okay. Let's take a look at the tutorial. We're basically checking if the message contains the command. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Great. We no longer need you. Great, okay. These are actually the two windows that we need. So great. On chat message, if message dot contains, and we want this to be exclamation point move. Let's do go. Actually, snake. Exclamation point snake. If message contains exclamation point snake, what we're going to do is we're going to take yeah, okay. And then this is where we get more into how we actually want the setup of our program to be. So if the message contains exclamation point snake, message dot how do we do this up here? Okay. We'll just do a substring of it. Substring, and then we're going to be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going from 6 on, which is snake and then a space. Yeah. And then actually, let's do what we did with the split point, and we'll use space as the split. Well, no, there could be more. Okay. Let's grab the character in 7. Is this not something that we can do? Okay. Expected move vote equals Okay. Can I? Ah, okay. Great. We are just getting a character. Hey, okay. So we're taking the character that is after Snake space. And that is our move vote. And now we're just going to check to see what it is. And we're going to yoink what we were using here and change it slightly. Oh, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we want either. Nope. Nope. There is... some way in VS Code to have multiple cursors. Multiple cursors, VS Code. Alt click. I thought I was trying that. Okay. So... oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here, 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 here. And this is going to be if move vote equals, and then this is going to be WASD message dot actually two. Ooh, okay. Can we only do dot two? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. There we go. If move vote. Great. And then here's the real question is these right now we have it such that you're using a keyboard to control. So we take one thing and we set it directly to the vector that we want to move as new direction. But what we want to do here is we want to store all of the votes with the user. So let's create private and then votes. And then what we really want is we want votes to be, I'm thinking in terms of like a JSON object. I actually want a dictionary. Private dictionary, and then the type is going to be yeah, okay. It's going to be char int. Is it? Private dictionary char int. But we also want to have the users. Okay, this is good for our dictionary. Actually, we don't need to type it twice, do we? Ah, we need to name it. Oh, votes. Maybe we do need to type it. Okay, we did. Okay. Yeah. And then on start, we're going to votes.add. And then it's going to be W0. A S and then D as all of our different options for voting. Great. And then in we're going to create a new private void reset votes. And we're going to call this every time we move because we want to reset all the votes. So then it is going to be votes dot what I want is like set. Ooh, actually, we don't need to do this clunky X syntax. We can go up to here. And do this instead. Great. This will compile down to what we already had before, but it is, in my opinion, cleaner. Great. Okay. So we have that. And then I need to look up dictionary syntax for C++ or C#. Okay. We have add, accessing, okay, using square brackets, updating. Oh, great. We can just use square brackets and set equal. But what I think we're going to want to do is in our reset votes.clear, and then actually let me yoink that, and then get back to you, because we are going to use this because we want to clear, and then so we're going to clear everything out, and then we're going to add those back in. And the reason we want to do that is so that if someone votes for like Q or whatever, actually someone can't do that right now. We could either clear and add them again as 0, or we could directly set them to 0. I think clear and resetting them is like probably safer. It just makes sense in my head, but it probably will be the exact same actual outcome. So that's for resetting the votes. Yeah, okay, this is why we want to reset the votes, because here, if move vote how do we in C++, how do we see if something is contained inside an array? Or C#, sorry. Because I'm going to create an array okay. So let's create a string list or array. Yeah, an array that is vote options, just so that people can't be voting for things that don't exist. W-A S and D. Should be a char array. There we go. Okay. And then if vote options dot contains there we go. If vote options dot contains and we want that to be move vote. Great. Then votes move vote plus equals 1. Much more elegant, no lengthy, like. And then for here, we can do for int I equals 0 while I is less than vote options dot length I++. Great. We're going to votes dot add vote options I 0. So we no longer. Great. And actually, we're going to take this code and we're going to use that up here so that if we change how we are setting up our voting, we can just change the vote options array and it'll change everywhere. Much better. In general, you don't want to be having the same code in multiple places, and you don't want everything to be like written out in your code. You want it written out in a variable. Okay. So theoretically now, okay. We also then want a string array that is voters. Actually, this should be a public dictionary and a public string array because we're going to want to display them in our user interface. Public string array that is going to be called voters. Initialize array C#. Data type array name, initializing. Oh, because we need to have a specific length. Oh my goodness, I'm so used to Python in my brain. So we don't want this to be an array, we want this to be an array list. Array list of type string. Non-generic type array list can't be used with type arguments. I am trying to think back to my last like theoretical computer science class. I guess that makes sense. Array list voters equals new array list. Let's see if we can type this one. Nope. Okay. Here, let's see if voters dot clear. Okay. Great. So we tally in our vote tracker.
Hi, Dimmer.
Hello, hello. Hey, Polaroid. Welcome, welcome. Now we want to voters dot add chatter. Great. So we should also check if message contains snake. Before we do this, if vote options dot contain move vote and not voters dot contains and it should be chatter because this will see if they've voted already. Great, so now each person can only vote once before resetting. Let's save this. And on chat message here, let's print both vote, no, not vote. We want votes and then we want to print voters. And that should give us an understanding of if we're actually doing the things correctly, because I just realized I'm not actually testing this.
Wouldn't snake work too?
So snake would, let's look at the code. Oh, you're right. Good catch. Okay. Let's try this now. So if I run this, the snake is going to move every 10 seconds. But if I do snake A, uh-oh. Thank you, Polar Void, for the L. We have maybe like 5 more minutes, but again, we are going to be coming back to
Is
this.
the Twitch connected to Unity?
It is. That was working earlier, so we know that one was working. We can on chat message here. Actually, that's a good idea because we don't know if on chat message is working. Chat message received. Actually, no. Why am I doing that when I could actually just print? There we go. Great. Okay. So let's try this now. Because you are right that our connection might not actually be working. Okay. Snake A. No. Okay. It is with on chat message even being called in the first place. So theoretically, oh, wait. It did come through. It took a sec. There was delay, but it did come through. Okay. So that is only working. It moving is completely unrelated to the voting. Now the question is, can it only update every 10 seconds? Snake L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9, 10. Oh, I forgot that if I click off, it stops. Okay, here it is. Let me... Okay. I'm going to go on my phone again, and I'm going to try this. So hopefully we can see exactly when it changes. Snake W. Hey, it comes through. Great. So let's stop this, and then I realized that this isn't actually... Okay, let's try this now, so we can actually see what those arrays look like. Now, if I do Snake A, we see it come through, and Okay, we don't actually see... Well, we know it's at least partially working. We know we're at least, like, running the code. So what we're going to test instead... Actually, let's just... For type char type in vote options. For each we're going to print votes type and great, and then we're going to do the same thing.
On stream be lick.
I mean, yeah, y'all know this. I've talked about this before. Python is the language that I'm most comfortable with, and Python is very different from most other languages for this exact reason. And then for each, and then it's going to be string voter in voters print voter. Great. Okay. Now if we hit play here and I do exclamation point snake.
So we're gonna get this with every message?
It looks like it, yeah. But what? Why is it trying to print an object? What? Let's stop. Wait, why wasn't that printing? Oh, it is above. You can see it above. Okay. And hey, oh look, I was looking below and I wasn't seeing the actual information above. 0, 1, 1, 0, dgrav, WA, SD. It is entirely working, everyone. Woot woot. So we're receiving votes and we're storing them to that dictionary. This is actually probably a pretty good time for us to end this stream because we're reaching the end. But in 1 hour, I'm going to be back and we're going to be taking what we just set up and we're going to be adding a user interface, like GUI sort of situation so that you can see who's voted, what direction the snake's going to move. And we're going to finish up implementing the voting. We're receiving it from Twitch chat. We've used the Twitch chat API successfully in this stream. Now we just need to implement that into moving the snake. And that will be the next stream that we're doing. Coming up next, right after this, we have a fake artist goes to New York, which is always a super fun time for those of you who don't know. It's just a great fun game where everyone's trying to draw an image or like a prompt together that might be like a narwhal, but one person doesn't know what that prompt is, and you're trying to figure out who doesn't know the prompt, and it's very fun. That's probably not the best explanation of the rules, but stick around if you want to have some fun times with your fellow hackers. With that, I'm Dimmer. Come back in an hour to see the completion of this project. And thank you all so much for coming and happy hacking. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I drop the check-in link in chat for y'all. Make sure to check in. Check-in link in chat. Get points for your guild. But yeah, thank you all. Bye.